Beneath the waves of the Pacific, silent predators waged a hidden war. Released in 1958, Submarine Seahawk plunges us into the claustrophobic, high-stakes world of underwater warfare during World War II, a place where every decision could mean life or death. Directed by Spencer Gordon Bennet, the film follows a young, by-the-book Navy officer, Lieutenant Commander Paul Turner, played by John Bentley, as he takes command of the USS Seahawk. With a seasoned crew wary of his strict leadership style, Turner must prove himself in the heat of battle while evading Japanese destroyers and navigating the psychological strain of life beneath the sea. Though made on a modest budget, Submarine Seahawk effectively captures the tension of submarine warfare by combining fictional drama with authentic World War II stock footage. Many of the underwater combat sequences were enhanced using real wartime naval film, adding a layer of gritty realism to the action. The tight sets and minimal effects actually worked in the film's favor, highlighting the isolation, pressure, and fear that defined submarine duty. Today, Submarine Seahawk stands as a classic entry in the submarine war film genre, a story of leadership, trust, and survival beneath the ocean's surface. Now, prepare to dive deep into wartime suspense as we present this underwater thriller.
Torpedo room. Reload 1 and 2.
Reload 1 and 2. Let's go. Periscope depth. Periscope depth.
Come on, Ellis. This ain't no time to be mooning over a hunk of fluff.
Hunk of fluff? I'll have you know that Nancy is my fiancée. Hey, that rhymes.
I know a fan dancer that looked like her. They got a whole lot in common.
Fan dancer? I'll have you know that she won the state plowing contest last year. Men's division.
Up periscope. There's something. Take a look.
Better let me see it first. Modified Matuki. 1926. Made in Aminato.
Mind if I take a look? I work here too, you know.
Just a minute, please. Major repairs recently. Lighting light. Be on the way home. Question is, which is our home? Cruising range, 4,000 miles. Hey, Murphy. Get this up to Pearl.
Aye, sir. That's a perfect setup. Let's sink her. Make ready, bow tubes.
Ready, bow tubes. Bow tubes ready.
Approaching final bearing. Range 1,000. Angle on the bow. 20 degrees starboard. What do you get for speed?
50 knots.
This is Lieutenant Commander Stoker.
Japanese destroyer approaching Torpedo Junction. We've only got 3 fish left. Let's make them count.
Look at it. Look at it.
I told you they put you aboard the hottest boat in the Navy. This patrol will make a man of you.
That is, if you don't kill me first.
Bearing. Mark.
25 degrees starboard.
Stand by to fire.
Stand by to fire.
Fire one.
Fire one.
Number 1 away hot, straight normal.
Number 1 a miss. Stand by number 2.
Number 2.
Range set, bearing set.
Fire 2.
Fire two. Number two didn't eject.
Number 2 running hot and tubes, sir.
It'll arm itself in seconds.
Automatic cutoff jammed.
Automatic cutoff jam.
I'll try and release it manually.
Right.
One wrong move and we've had it.
We have no alternative.
High-speed screws bearing down on this, Captain.
She spotted us.
Let's take her down.
With the fish running wild in the tube, a dive is all it'll take to set it off.
Get out.
Ready, Rich.
Well done, sir.
Target out. Number 2 fired manually. Tube is clear.
Number 2 fired manually.
Stand by number 3. Number 2 a miss. Fire 3.
Fire three. Number 3 fired. Number 3 away okay.
Hit! A good one! Must have hit the magazine. We got her. Nice work, men.
You did it, sir. You got us off the hook.
Just too close, Lieutenant. Get back to your stations. There was no order to secure.
Think even he'd loosen up at a time like this.
And they make him a PCO, some prospective commanding officer.
He's got acid running through his veins. Him and my wife should get together. They'd make a great pair. I wish they would.
You know, I never seen him smile, and I can't trust a guy that don't smile. Hey, what about Nellie?
One hit, her shoe comes off. We're all out of fish, baby. I guess we don't get to take a good look at you this time.
Yeah. 8 patrols and we're always short a couple of hits.
Move away, man. It was my fish that sunk her.
It was my fish. Oh, wasn't it, Chief?
Flip a coin for it. Call it, Sam.
Tail. What else?
Headwinds. It's yours, Ed.
Hey, get away, man. Oh, next time out, baby, we'll make it.
Nice work down there, Turner. Quick thinking.
Thanks.
Down periscope. Take it down 150 feet. Something wrong?
What's a Tukey-class destroyer doing in these waters? Intelligence accounted for them all in the Philippines. We've seen nothing but overage destroyers and minesweepers. Well, they're moving all their good stuff.
When you find out, let me know.
Puzzle shaping up, but not the answer. Mind if I do some more work on these notes?
Oh, go ahead.
You know, it'd be worth some gold braid to take just one poke at him. He treats me as though I were a steward instead of an executive officer.
Well, I guess we can survive one tour with him, huh?
Well, it hasn't been easy.
Take over, Bill. I'm due for some chow. A radio Pearl Harbor for a rendezvous with a fish tender. I don't like empty torpedo tubes.
You know what Ellis told me? He don't ever take a drink.
No. How to get aboard the Seahawk?
I just don't like the stuff.
You got an obligation to the boat, to us. If the word gets around, a Seahawk, man, will transfer us to run on a coal barge.
No kidding? I didn't realize it.
My boy, starting with you, every new crewman's got to go through an initiation. Like a fraternity. Only those that'll pass will be accepted. Otherwise, out you go.
Honest, Chief, I like it here.
Well, this beats teaching logistics at the Naval Academy, doesn't it?
Quite a transition. It's a little hard to shake loose that ivory tower.
Are you sure you want to, Mr. Turner?
Theoretically, yes. It's just that I haven't evolved a working formula.
Well, it might help if you stopped thinking of it as a formula, something you get out of textbooks. It's more a question of instinctive human relations, don't you think? We're all men here, Turner, just like you. We have our private worlds we love and hate, and we're at war. Now, the galley cook has someone waiting for him to come home, the same as you do. Here I am preaching. It isn't even Sunday.
I asked for it.
From Pearl.
We don't get a fresh supply of fish. We're ordered back to Pearl.
I don't get it. We're not due for an overhaul.
Something big in the works. The Seahawk's going to be a part of it. Maybe we go south from Pearl. Maybe Australia.
Well, that could be it.
This is something I've got to break in person. Attention, all hands.
This is the captain. Brace yourselves for a shock.
I know how this will pain you. We've been ordered back to Pearl Harbor.
Want to see me, sir?
Yes, have a seat.
Thank you.
Here's my report on your potential as a skipper. You may read it.
Do I have to, sir?
No, that's my own idea. It's a negative report, Mr. Turner.
I gathered as much.
It states you have courage, you have initiative and resourcefulness. But for all that, in my opinion, you will not make a good commanding officer. You're not able to generate the kind of rapport between yourself and your men that makes effective fighting aboard a submarine possible.
I appreciate your frankness, sir. Is that all?
Yes. Oh, Turner. Washington has a way of ignoring such reports, if that's any satisfaction to you.
No, sir. Not at all.
After due deliberation, we have decided to let you be initiated into the Seahawk Society of Beachcombers. Rise.
Excuse me, miss.
Now, the initiation rites begin when we hit Pearl Lamar. First thing we do is hit the beach.
The beach.
River Street. Hotel Street. Teach you the difference between torpedo juice and coolie house.
I kind of promised Nancy that I would...
Coolie house, a drink, boy. A drink.
I had a long talk with my mother before...
And I'm with all mothers. How do you know to avoid temptation when you don't even know what it is? Now, you see what I mean? Now, the difference between a Seahawk man and any other sailor. Seahawk man, he knows what to do with temptation.
You said it. Is it gonna cost any money?
Oh, only as much as you got. But think of the education.
Then I can't do it. I'm planning to buy Nancy something extra special for her birthday. A tractor.
A what?
A tractor. So I guess I'll have to resign.
We gotta think of something. The other submariners find out about him, they'll laugh us out of Pearl.
I've got an idea.
What?
It won't work.
Why don't you open your mouth?
I can't spend any of Nancy's tractor money. We get her father's north pasture when we get married, so I guess I just can't join your club.
Stay here. Kid won't spend any money.
What are we supposed to do?
We gotta think of it like an emergency. Sort of like a welfare case. We'll all put in about $5 apiece. Now, come on, fellas, knock it off. Now, look. You want the other submariners to learn about him? Now, come on, fork it over. Come on, get it up. You know me brings $5 away. Come on, give me another one. Hey, no holding out.
Next time it'll be my turn to be initiated.
Throw your bow line. Liberty begins immediately.
I've got a hunch you're going to get your own boat this time. And it better be this time, Captain. I'm reaching the dangerous age. No, I mean it. This is a young man's service. I'm afraid I'm edging out of that category. If I don't make it soon, it'll be a desk for me.
The boardman was pretty receptive last time I talked to him.
I hope you're right. I want it so bad I can taste it.
A good man in his own way. See, that pig boat material, though, he won't be back.
I, for one, am not sorry to see him go. Well, I've got a blonde to surprise.
Glad to see you. How's the Seahawk?
Never better.
Good. They're loading her now. We hope she'll be able to sail in the morning.
Something special?
Seahawk's going to find some missing Japanese warships.
Missing?
At least 30 first-class Japanese fighting ships, not counting auxiliaries, are unaccounted for by intelligence. We don't know where they are, why they are, or what they consist of. But there's some big actions coming up. Knowing where they're building up a reserve force can be the difference between winning or losing a battle, even the war.
30 prime ships can't just disappear.
Well, these did. They've been slipping away from their units one at a time and holding up somewhere.
Our recon planes haven't been able to locate them?
Well, the Seahawk came up with the first clue. Lieutenant Turner's information has given us a slight idea of the general course they've been taking.
Okay, Captain, give me my orders and I'll shove off.
Top secret. Takes maximum security to hold on to this stuff these days.
About my orders, Captain. If I'm shoving off tomorrow, I'm gonna have to
The
have
Seahawk's leaving without you, Dean.
What?
Jim Merton has been recalled to Washington. I need help here. Top grade help. And you're it.
No, sir. I'm no desk gladiator. The Seahawk's been mine ever since she was commissioned. I'm not leaving her now.
To your new job, Commander.
I don't want to be an office admiral.
Well, neither do I. But they thought I could serve best up here, so I took it. That's why you're going to take it. I want you here.
I want to be out on that boat, sir. Give me one more patrol.
No.
I have one satisfaction at least. Bill Hallahan knows the Seahawk as well as I do. He gets her, doesn't he? He's been my exec on 6 patrols.
The board will decide who your replacement will be. I'll put in my 2 cents for Hallahan, but that's all I can promise you. To your new job. If promotion is inevitable, lean back in your swivel chair and enjoy it.
It's so good to touch you again. I've got a wonderful roast that needs tending.
Let it wait.
Not at the price I paid for it. Fix us a drink, will you?
All right.
Roast looks beautiful. I was hoping to have the place furnished when you got back.
Don't bother. Maybe sending me back to the States.
What do you mean?
The captain has issued a negative report on me. Says I'm too academic, too intellectual to skipper a sub. Well, maybe the milk of human kindness just doesn't run through my veins.
He's crazy. You're a warm, sweet person.
Would you give me that in writing? I may need it. Oh, Helen, I tried. I really tried. I guess I just don't know how to be one of the boys, that's all.
You were only out 3 weeks. You didn't have a chance to get through to the men. If they only knew you as I do.
Thanks, but you're prejudiced. Say, how'd you know I was coming in?
Womanly intuition. And a hint from Captain Boardman's wife. This came for you by courier about an hour ago.
To appear before a selection committee at 1700 hours. They're losing no time with that axe, are they?
No matter what they say, I love you. The roast, it'll burn to a crisp.
Let it burn. We'll eat sardines.
Initiation is officially on now.
I don't think Nancy would like me being here.
Hazy, you short-changing brass-knuckle artist. How are you?
Still looking for live ones, Chief, and that lets you out.
Not this time, honey.
Better. I got obligations, rent, union dues, depreciation, things like that.
Uh-huh.
What is it?
Male, human, I hope.
Is he a Seahawk man?
Uh-huh. Oh, he's a nice kid, but he's got problems. Won't take a drink and won't look at a dame.
He is sick.
Oh, he's got a girl back in Wheatfield, Kansas.
He would.
I think we ought to wise him up a bit.
You'll make that poor little girl in Kansas a terrible husband if you don't know his way around. Let's take a closer look at it.
Stand up and say hello to Maisie.
Oh. I'm so sorry.
I got another dress at home. I had a French poodle look just like you. Say, you're cute. Come dance with me, Poodles.
Do you think I ought to?
It's a compulsory part of your initiation.
I'm sorry.
Go home and get me something else. Why don't you come along?
Alone? Just you and me?
And you'll chaperone us.
I'm one of the best.
That's more like it.
Board made its decision?
Yep.
Can I go tell Hallahan?
I'm afraid not.
Hallahan didn't get it? Oh, that's a dirty low
Lieutenant Commander Stoker.
I'm sorry, sir. Well, I hope they give Bill a transfer to another boat then.
Seahawk sailing in the morning. There's no time to replace him. Yeah. Oh, send him in.
Who got it?
He's coming in now.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Lieutenant Commander Turner is in command of the Seahawk. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, Turner.
Thank you, sir.
You know your general orders. Find the Japanese fleet being held in reserve and report. More specific orders will be given you tomorrow. Good luck, Turner.
I'll do my best with it, sir.
Did they read my report on him, Captain? That man doesn't have a friend aboard the Seahawk.
We weren't looking for personality officers for this mission.
He belongs in a professor's gown with a piece of chalk in his hand.
He's fully qualified. He was an exec officer aboard the Goldfish.
Oh, that was in peacetime.
Studied Orientology at Oxford for 4 years. For 2 years was consulting technician with the Japanese Navy. We pulled some dandies, haven't we? Helped build our enemy's fleet. Anyways, he knows more about Japanese ships and the men who sail them than anyone else in the Navy.
He's cold. He's aloof. I'd hate to serve under him, I'll tell you that.
It was his observations that let us know the enemy was withdrawing first-class fighting ships and hiding them somewhere. He's the right man to find them.
I better go tell Bill Hallahan.
Sorry, Dean.
Sure.
Why don't you go down to Fu Chow's and bring back some American-type food?
Don't be gone too long. I'm getting sleepy.
Well, don't worry. Maisie will keep you awake.
Here, slip this on. It'll make you feel more native. Oh, Vero. What'll we talk about?
I've made a special study on fertilizers. We could talk about that.
Oh, how interesting.
Fish makes a good fertilizer.
I don't know how a girl could resist such romantic talk.
Nancy and I talk about such things for hours.
Oh, you must thrill her no end.
I'm getting sleepy.
Island fever's getting you. Let me put a little tonic in your milk.
You're very good to me. I'll write Mother about you.
Oh, you just do that.
I feel better already.
One more should cure you.
Seahawk men? Report aboard.
Over the now?
Right now.
Oh, yeah, but the whole...
Come on.
Oh.
Come here, woman.
That's more like a Seahawk man.
They want you aboard the Seahawk.
Just 10 minutes more, huh?
I think I'll kiss you.
Well, let's go, sailor.
Beat it, punk. Come busting in at a time like this.
Come on, Sonny.
I'll beat you to a pulp.
See you next trip, Maisie.
Time to shove off.
Are you sure you don't want me to go down to the dock with you?
I prefer domestic goodbyes.
You're a good man, Skipper. Sooner or later, it'll get through the crew.
I sure hope you're right.
I am.
Got to go.
I love you.
I love you.
Good luck, darling.
I'll see that you get transferred next time in. Maybe I'll even have that command for you.
Who are you kidding, Dean? This was my last chance to get it.
I'll be working on it.
No, I've had it. Just get me on another boat, will you?
She's all yours, Commander. She's a good boat. Your orders. Not to be open till you're underway.
Aye, aye, sir.
Lieutenant Hallahan knows this old tub as well as I do. He'll help you get to know her.
Very good, sir.
Well, good luck, Skipper. Bill?
Lieutenant J.G. David Shore. Assigned to the Seahawk as operations officer.
Welcome aboard, Shore.
Thank you, sir. Ready to get underway, sir?
Pass the word. Stand by to get underway. Our orders, gentlemen. The Seahawk will patrol between Pearl Harbor and the Marianas Island Group. Primary objective, reconnaissance.
Reconnaissance? The men will love this.
They're giving it to you easy on your first patrol, Captain.
Yours too, Mr. Shore. I see by your orders this is your first tour.
I won't hold you back, sir. I made the top third of my class.
Then you should be a whiz at maps and charts. Go get them. Let's get down to business. Look, Hallahan, this is not to be a shooting patrol. It's more important that we identify enemy warships and plot their course than it is to sink them.
These recon patrols are murder. The Seahawk's a fighting boat, always has been.
Well, this time she's on a more important mission.
Shall I tell the crew?
Not yet. I want them kept at maximum efficiency. You may tell the officers. I want to know whenever enemy shipping is sighted. Night or day. All right. Our position right now is somewhere about here.
We've got something, Captain.
Take this down. Gagero class 1940, tonnage 2,000. Doing about 20 knots, maximum 36. Riding low in water, estimated crew 250. Down scope. Well, get a reading on a course and send it to Pearl.
She's a plump, sir. We could take her. She isn't expecting trouble.
I only wish we had speed enough to follow her. I'd like to know where she's going.
Captain, we may never get a chance like this again.
Take it down to 100 feet.
I tell you, he had a clear shot of that destroyer, of one of their new babies.
Yeah, and he wouldn't even shoot.
He must know what he's doing.
Can you just picture Stoker going down to 100 feet with one of those babies in sight?
The minute I knew Turner was in command, I began to feel we were jinxed.
Yeah, we're on one of those Jonah patrols.
It's a good thing Hallahan's aboard, because if things get too rough, he can always take over.
I smell nothing but trouble.
All right, stow it, Sam.
Men are getting careless. I'd like some more drills. She hung at 20 feet in that last dive. Next drill, let's try flooding her bow tanks faster, much faster. I think she'll hold her stern down anyways.
Well, we'll try it.
How's the crew shaping up?
Pretty good.
How about shore?
Well, he knows his work, but he's a little unstable yet. He was given sea duty too fast. Can't tell about men like that until you've seen them with the chips down.
You resent me very much, don't you?
I can live with it. It wasn't your fault they bypassed me.
I wish I knew what I could do to overcome that resentment.
Well, you made a start by saying that, Skipper.
Take a look at this.
She's a natural setup. Let's sink her.
I told you this is not a shooting patrol. Plot a course. Down scope. We are approaching a main supply route. Double lookouts.
Aren't we going to take a shot at anything?
We have more important business, Mr. Shore.
Could have sunk half a dozen Jap ships. The men are grumbling.
The officers, too, I notice.
I could have stayed on the beach. I thought I'd be fighting a war.
You will be.
You're due on watch, Shore. That man can be trouble.
Yeah, he's unstable, all right. Look, Hallahan, judging by what we've seen this past week, backtracking would intercept right about here. Now, their good equipment has gone west-northwest. The junk seems to be just wandering around. They could be decoys.
What does it mean?
I don't know. but I hope to find out pretty soon.
You jumpy?
It's too quiet out here at night.
You'll get used to it.
I've been thinking. How can they put 89 lives in the hands of a green skipper? He only knows one command. Take her down. Take her down.
He's following his orders.
He runs every time there's a chance of attack. You know what I think he's got behind that arrogance of his? Fear. Fear and uncertainty. You want to know another thing about these self-sufficient guys? They're the first to crack up.
You're relieved, Mr. Shore. Go get yourself some sleep.
Batteries charged yet?
Yeah, just about.
Jump planes to port. Clear the bridge. Dive! Dive!
Conning tower hatch got full.
Get him below!
Conning tower hatch secured, sir.
All right, take it down. Level off at 150 feet. Break for depth charge attack. All motors ahead full.
We're being bombed and we haven't even fired a torpedo. This boat's jinxed. I feel it in my bones.
Did you hear that?
When you don't, you're in trouble.
Anything on sonar?
No, they've lost us, sir.
Let's hope we stay. Take over, Hallahan. Go down and take a look at the quartermaster. Dead.
I figured he'd had it.
It's my first casualty. Feel like I killed him myself.
Captain, the radio's out. The antenna's smashed, the set's badly battered, too.
We've got to transmit. I got to get through the Pearl.
Well, we'll rig a temporary antenna tonight.
Tonight's no good. I got every now.
We've just been bombed, Captain. They may be back.
That is a calculated risk we have to take.
Calculate?
Yeah, they're waiting at Pearl to compute my findings.
You take her up now, and you'll be jeopardizing the boat and every man on her.
Look, we have to get through. This is an enemy supply route. There must be an American striking force in the area.
So what?
Well, if we spot one, we signal for protection while we make repairs.
Well, subs have no friends in enemy waters. Why, one of our own ships would sink us.
We'll risk it. I need that radio. Hey, stop there! All clear. Service.
own destroyer, sir.
Signal to her. Tell her we're making emergency repairs.
Sonar reports high-speed screws heading directly towards us.
High speed? How high?
28 knots. She's out to ram us, not help us, Skipper.
Clear the bridge. Dive! Dive! Rig for depth charge attack. Rig for silent running.
Maybe we can reach her by sonar.
She didn't believe our signal. One sonar won't stop her either.
Depth charge by one of our own tin cans. Boy, that's some skippering for you.
There's a double whammy on this tub.
Screws are fading out, sir. They've lost contact.
About time. Go. She's all yours.
Bad news, Captain. Radio man says we need parts for a first-class repair job.
Well, we'll just have to take a second-class one. We can't turn back for a rendezvous with a repair ship.
We'll do the best we can.
Can we transmit yet?
Half an hour or so. They're rigging a temporary antenna now.
Well, get these off to Pearl as soon as you can.
Right.
I finally made contact with the Seahawk.
What happened to her?
She nearly got rammed by one of our own destroyers. Knocked her radio out. There's your captain for you. Attacking the U.S. fleet.
I knew a captain once who let a fish go at a U.S. transport. Lucky he missed.
Now, that was different. It was dusk. It was lucky I missed.
Yeah.
Some more enemy ship positions. Listen to this. Request permission to have boundaries of patrol removed. Would like to investigate theory on missing enemy fleet section.
Permission granted. That's the only thing that's holding up Operation Forager. Not knowing where they've hidden their stuff. Forager will be the biggest thing yet. Navy, Marines, Army, Army Air Corps, and the undersea fleet. We'll all be in it.
I'll radio Turner to proceed on his own judgment.
Right.
Yes, Sonning. The Zua seaplane carrier converted into a tanker. She can do 20 knots. Wonder where she's going.
I know where I'd like to send her.
2 destroyers convoying 1 tanker, shielding her from attack. Whatever she's carrying must be very important.
1 destroyer on each side of her. Like they're ready to take anything aimed at the tanker.
Bill, this might be what we've been looking for. We're gonna take a crack at this one.
Hey, now you're talking.
Hang on the bow, 20 degrees port.
20 degrees port.
Range, 3200.
3200.
Speed, give me a 16-knot setup.
16 knots.
Down scope. Stand by.
Stand by.
So it's a shooting war after all.
This will be a bar shot. Make ready tubes 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Make ready, troops. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Set depth 20 feet.
Set depth 20 feet.
This next will be a shooting observation. Up scope. He's zigged. Angle on the bow now, 2-5 starboard.
2-5 starboard.
Bearing, mark.
3-2.
Range, 800 yards.
800 yards set.
Stand by to fire. Fire 1.
Fire 1. Number 1 away, okay.
Fire 2.
Fire 2.
Number 2 is a miss.
Make ready, tubes 5 and 6.
Make ready, tubes 5 and 6.
Stand by, tubes 3 and 4.
Stand by, tubes 3 and 4.
High-speed screws bearing 040, sir.
Destroyer escort.
We can still get them away, Captain.
Down, scope. Take it down. All ahead full. Right full rudder.
Okay, we're going down. 2 shots and we're going down. Oh, brother.
Level off at 200 feet. Rig for depth charge attack. Rig for silent running.
Now what?
We're under attack. What do you think?
Yeah, we could have thrown another couple of fish. The skipper don't believe in taking any chances.
Could have sunk her.
No, we're much too close to solving the big puzzle to take chances on one tanker.
We're really in for it, aren't we?
It's a cinch we don't get to see her this time.
Finished. We haven't made a hit and we're headed for the bottom. Congratulations, Captain.
Shut up, Shaw.
Take over, Bill. Come with me.
Attention. Switching to auxiliary lighting.
How long's it been going on?
About an hour.
We could only hit back. Just sit in this foul, stinking place and wait. Not enough oxygen in here to light a cigarette.
Sir, propeller noise is fading out.
Captain?
Yeah?
Hallahan. Propeller noise is out.
Thanks. Hallahan thinks we'll make it. Let's go take a look.
Mind if I stay here, Captain?
Last one sounded pretty far off. We may make it yet.
If we do, I'm gonna drink a quart of that island fever tonic stuff your friend Maisie gave me.
Now you're talking like a submariner.
All clear. Surface.
All clear. All clear. Stand by to surface.
You said yourself he could have taken another shot at that tanker. Instead, the skipper took her down.
Well, that's a matter of opinion. May have saved our lives diving when he did.
Who are you kidding? He's lost his nerve.
You didn't do so bad yourself.
You better be ready to take over. If you don't, I will. I mean it.
When we get back to port, why don't you transfer to the Merchant Marine?
Come in, Bill. Sit down. You think I should have stayed with that tanker, don't you?
I would have.
The tanker was not my objective. I was more interested in the destroyer escort. 2 destroyers to convoy 1 tanker. Why?
You're way ahead of me, Captain.
First-class Jap fighting ships have gone into hiding. I think they're somewhere in this area.
And you think that tanker was heading there, huh?
2 or 3 carriers are known to be in the group. That means planes, which in turn means fuel. She was doing around 18 knots, right?
Oh, that's right.
Bill, hand me this compass, will you? Thanks. All right. Now look, Bill. The tanker is still inside this circle, right? Now, according to her mean course, she could be heading for one of the Kalagi Islands. Atsubi, Amagi, Kalis.
Well, that's screwy. That would put them within striking range of our forces. Both carrier and land-based bombers could hit them.
Well, that's why they think we're not going to look for them there. They're lurking around, hoping that we will make the next move. Now, Amagi has no harbor. Kalis is too small to hide that number of ships. That leaves Atsubi. Now, that was a naval base, wasn't it?
We blasted hell out of that place 4 or 5 months ago. It's a graveyard for Jap wrecks. It'd take them 3 years to make Atsubi usable again.
Not the way they work. Now, here's our position right now. What we're going to do is to pick a point that converges on all 3 of these islands. Then we straddle it.
Well, we've got a little figuring to do here.
Right.
Radar contact, Captain.
Where?
Starboard quarter, bearing 150. Range 10,000 yards.
Just one, huh?
Yes, sir.
What speed?
About 7 knots.
There'll be a wreck heading for Atsubi.
Could be.
That's one target we won't miss. Get me a setup to intercept. Just about dawn.
There she is, Captain.
Down scope.
Why don't you take a break, Skipper?
I think I will. Keep fairly close to her, huh? Rig for silent running. Stand by for deep dive on short notice.
What are we going to do, Taylor? Her sonar will pick us up, then where'll we be?
That's a gamble we have to take.
You have her on sonar?
Yes, sir.
This is suicide. Let's sink her before she gets us.
Now, why don't you pipe down, Shore?
A carrier, and you're letting her get away. You're as yellow as he is.
Well, she's heading straight for Atsubi.
All motors ahead, full.
Full, you're closing the gap between us.
They're right on our tail.
You know, if they've reactivated that harbor, they'll have submarine nets down.
And it'll be mine.
Oh, they have to open up the nets to let the carrier in. We'll follow her in.
Her sonar will pick us up.
Sonar must be out, or they'd have gotten us a long time ago. Now, sure, would you get me a detailed chart on Atsubi, please?
Sure is getting to be a menace. He's a fourth-degree neurotic, if you ask me.
I recommend reclassification for him when we get back.
Well, I'd lock him up.
They snap out of it?
You've developed a lot of tolerance in a short time, Skipper.
Feels good.
To the officers and crew, too.
Thanks.
One torpedo and we blow that carrier to hell.
Mr. Hallahan, mechanical trouble in the forward engine room.
I'll go take a look.
Keep her on course.
There's something doing in at Subi, all right, sir. I'm picking up ship noises all over the harbor.
Go in there, we're dead.
General quarters, man all battle stations.
Degree tubes 1 to 4.
Depth, 50 feet. Angle on the bow, 180.
Where's the captain?
I'm the captain. Stand by the fire.
Stand by the fire.
Hallahan talking. Hold fire. Do not fire. I'm not dying without a fight. Get hold of yourself, Shore. Take it easy, Mr. Shore. Get out to your stations. I'm going to sink her myself.
Go to your quarters.
I'll kill anyone who touches me.
Give that to me.
I mean it.
I'm your captain, Shaw.
I just want to make him pay for my life. I'm no coward, sir.
Mr. Shaw, you need some rest. Go down to your quarters.
Approaching submarine net, sir.
We made it, Captain.
Set her on the bottom. Easy now. We'll come up at dawn and take a look around.
How do we get out of here?
It's just a possibility that we don't. We have to radio any vital information. If the Japs locate our signal...
I see what you mean. Well, we have till dawn anyways.
Sure.
Under heavy sedation. And I posted a guard on him.
Periscope depth. Top scope. Bill, take a look at your graveyard.
That's a mess of first-class men of war out there. Ready to crawl all over us. From behind, as usual.
Yeah. We'll transmit for 30 seconds at half-hour intervals. That way we may get by their location finders.
That's going to keep us here quite a while, then, isn't it?
They know where to go with these nets down. Come on, start writing. 1 large carrier, Chicago class. 2 destroyer escorts, Asasio class. Down scope. That's enough for now. Next observation in 30 minutes. One Nissen-class battleship, 1 medium carrier, 2 modified carriers. Down scope. Two more destroyers, Asasio class. Down scope. Well, that does it. Add a note. All ships seem to be fully manned, but are not ready to get underway. They should make prime targets.
Caught them napping in their own harbor. Their own minefields will make it impossible for them to leave in a hurry. And land base and carrier planes will be ready to strike at 1500 today.
The Seahawk's still in the harbor. Our own bombs will sink her.
I hope not. This little shindig should break their backs. We've got work to do.
Turner knew he was a goner the minute he went through those nets. Captain, it seems like murder.
Yeah? Well, talk to the man who invented war. Coming?
All hands, attention.
This is the captain.
For about 10 hours now, we've been hugging the bottom of Atsubi Harbor. Our mission was to locate a renegade Jap naval task force which are building in this area. We found it here in Atsubi.
However, the area is heavily mined, and submarine nets guard the only clear lane. This information has been relayed to Pearl Harbor, and we can expect an attack at any time.
Our position is a very grave one. Regardless of the outcome, I want to thank you all for a job well done. I am proud to have served with all of you.
That is all.
He made that sound like a funeral oration.
I'm afraid that's what it was. Well, one thing we know for sure. We got ourselves a skipper.
Just decoded from Pearl.
Well done. Coordinated air attack will commence at 1500. Good luck to you and your crew, Boardman. 1500. 9 minutes. he comes. In the middle of a battle and we can't fire a shot.
Seahawk's a miracle boat, Skipper. She'll take it.
Who's getting who? Just go up and take a look.
Mind so much if they were Jap bombs.
Jap or U.S. bombs, let's face it, we're expendable.
bombing has stopped, sir.
You must have given them a real pasting.
Hit the bow section. That was no bomb. Be part of a ship. I'll get out and have a look. Take over, Bill. All right, everybody out here. Come on, you two. Everybody out. Who's back there?
Chief Flowers and two others, sir.
How bad is the leak?
Small one, sir. We'll try and work our way out of here.
Now, don't move that stuff. It's part of a ship falling on the bow. All this gear is probably stopping it from coming through the hull. Don't touch it.
Yes, sir.
Just stay put. We'll try and get it off our back.
Aye, aye, sir.
Look, Andy, I'm going to have to seal off the forward torpedo room. I can't help it. If the leak gets worse, we'll lose the boat.
I understand, sir.
I'm leaving. Good luck.
You all right?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, get your shirt off and stuff some of these leaks.
Okay.
See if you can wedge that in there, Ed.
I'm trying, Chief.
We got the pumps going, Andy. Do they help?
Seem to help a lot, sir.
How about the torpedo tubes? Any damage?
I don't think so, sir. If we get her up, the Seahawk will fight again.
Port motor ahead, 1/3. Starboard motor back, 1/3. What happened?
Engineer investigating, sir.
Where is the water now, Andy?
About 3.5 inches now, sir.
Burned out a bushing, Skipper. They're working on it.
How long will it take?
2 hours at the earliest.
About 4 inches now, sir.
12 inches and we'll never get her up.
Repairs completed, sir.
Port motor ahead, 1/3. Load the negative tank. Starboard motor ahead, 1/3.
She's moving.
I bet we blasted hell out of those submarine nets anyway.
We made it. Andy, we made it. All right, take her up. Slowly. Very slowly. All right, you men. Get the stuff out of here. Come on. Andy, we're gonna get you out of there.
Thank you, sir.
Only we could have made just one kill. Radio out, speed cut down to 10 knots, and we're on our way home.
Skipper?
Straight carrier from Mitsubi.
General quarters. General quarters.
Fire one.
Fire one.
Fire number 2.
Fire 2. Number 3 on the way, sir.
Fire 4.
Fire 4.
We gave the Jap carrier the deep 6.
Now we can go back to Pearl and finish that initiation.
I'm ready.
You're a submariner.
Everything's secured, sir.
Good. How sure?
Medic's with him now.
Sorry, sir. Depth charges knocked our radio out. We weren't able to regain contact.
It's a miracle you even brought her back at all. Congratulations, Turner, to you and your crew. It took guts to keep from shooting every time you had a setup.
Thank you, sir. Oh, the medic's with one of my men. I'd like her to look in on him. Excuse me, sir?
Well, I got your transfer aboard the Swordfish, Bill.
We leave the Seahawk? You must be out of your mind. Sir.
Well, if you're going to be insubordinate, I'm not going to buy you dinner tonight.
Now you got that straight? First we hit the Paradise, then the bucket of blood.
Nancy!
How was it?
Just another hard day at the office.